Wow. Right, today's little job, we're going to change the cylinder lock in the patio door. A friend of ours had broken into a couple of days ago, and there's a house down the road as well broken into. And what they do, apparently these cylinder locks, which everybody has on, they fit on the back doors, they snap them. It's quite easy to snap, but I'll show you how they do it now. I won't get into too much detail, but I'll show you what they do to snap the locks and how we're going to change that. So we're going to change the lock so it won't be able to snap it anymore. Right, apparently Mr. Burglar, when he comes along, he gets a pair of mole grips, he grabs this section here, the plate, breaks it off, pulls it off, which leaves the cylinder lock exposed. Now, again, he puts his mole grips on there, and he waggles it, and actually what happened, it breaks. It breaks in half, the lock breaks in half, and it just falls out, and then you can just open the door. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you how to change it for a BS stamped one, which is anti-snap. Now, to remove the cylinder lock, it's one of the easiest things in the world. So there you go, there's a cylinder, and now in line with it you'll have a screw just there, you see that one there. So undo the screw, take it all the way out, chuck it away because you won't need that again. There you go, and then the lock is now free to come out. So what you're going to do is waggle it, and it'll just pull out. It says, there we go, pull straight out like that, completely, and there's your cylinder lock. Now on this one I've already marked it, the size, and the first measurement is from that edge to the centre of that screw hole. And the second measurement, the external bit, is that one, from the screw hole to the end. So you can see this one, I'll measure it again just to show you, to the centre is 55, this one. And from the screw hole to the end is 40. Okay, so there you go. So what I've done now, I've got the nearest one I could get. I don't know if I've written 50 on there, but actually this is 55. But I don't need it to protrude. You can see it's been protruded at about 55 mil. I don't need that protrusion, and the same this end. So we'll get one the nearest we could to this size. So the first measurement is internal, and the second measurement is external. So now, this is what we bought off Amazon, the new lock. And as you can see, they're next to each other. There you go. Right, so it's roughly the same size. I've made it slightly smaller on that side, on the internal, and the external is exactly the same. Now, what the difference is with these, they have a British Standard kite mark on it with 3 stars. This is what you need, 3-star British kite mark. And they're designed to fracture. If somebody puts the mole grips on this end and tries to break it off, which they do, it won't fracture. This section here will just break off. So the remainder of the lock is still intact and still in place. So they can't actually open the door. The door is still locked. With this old sort, it will just fracture on that screw there. The whole thing will just fracture and just fall apart. So this one is anti-pick. It's anti-drill, anti-bump, anti-everything as well. So it's a lot harder unit to get the, and that's what you need. Costs about £42 this one, but they range from about £30 upwards. You also, in the box, you get a new hardened screw that goes into there, and you get 5 keys, and these keys are like a special security one. There you go. Nice keys rather than the old-fashioned one, which is just a simple 3-lever maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's not a lot in it. If I've got it out one-handed, can I get it out one-handed? Yes, I do. Nope, it's going to be pulled out. There you go. There's, I think, 7-lever into it. Or is it 5-lever? I don't know. But anyway, that's scrap. That's all scrap now. You get the new set of keys. You also get a registration card, so you can order more keys if you lose all 5. But because we had the knob on the inside of ours, we don't need to use the key apart from coming in if we want to come in through that door, which we very rarely do actually. Normally we go through the front door. So now we just got to put it in. So to replace the lock, just make sure this little black part of the lock mechanism is lined up flat into there, and then just push it in like that. For waggle, still make sure that little lock part is lined up in there, like so, and waggle it, goes in, and there you are. Then that's gone through, straight through to the other end, and that's fitted really. All you have to do now is to put the screw in. So you've got your new screw, goes in there. Make sure it's lined up. Start it with a little bit with your fingers. Then go and get your drill, which I've got here, and put your foot on the door so if you're moving. Put the drill into the screw and tighten it up fully. There you go. That's it. That's all there is to it. So lift the door up, comes in and out. So now, if you do put your more grips on here, this section will just break off and leave the remainder of the lock in place, so it still won't be able to unlock. Okay, there you go, that's locking now. Shut the door again, just shut this door. Lift the lever up and just turn that. And there you are, it's locked. And that makes it a lot more secure than the old piece of rubbish. Okay, so get one. There's plenty of makes out there with the British stamp, 3 stars. And that's probably the best you can get. Okay. To do, check all of them, because you sometimes use them on front doors as well. 5 keys, and that one is now scrap. Just chuck that away. That was been in since we had the doors 15, 20 years ago. Okay, right. 42 quid off Amazon. Federal lock. Thank you.